Hello, Brother Sewing and Crafting family. Brother Brand Ambassador Angela Wolf here, and I'm super excited to see you. A new day, a new week, and I feel spring is in the air. In fact, it's still National Quilting Month, I think. Yeah, it's still March. So we've got something super fun for you today. I already got a sneak peek at what Cathy has for us. We have got Brother Educator Cathy Gandy on here today. Welcome, say hi. And she's got a super cute project. You need your ScanNCut and your Artspira app. But before we get into that, real quick, Artspira, we're taking a poll. Is there any licensed product that you would like to have on Artspira? I know there's already Disney in there, but there's other options that maybe could be there. So I'm going to drop it in the comments right now in the poll. And we're on the Crafting Brother Crafts Facebook and YouTube page. I dropped it in there. You should be able to see it from both sides. Take that poll. They want to know what you want. And guess what? Maybe they'll get it. That would be super fun. So I have my ideas. I already went into the poll to check it out. So Cathy, how are you? Let's welcome Cathy to the party. And Cathy, I'm so excited for your project.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I thought everybody would be probably a little tired of winter. So I've done about 7 Easter projects. And then they're 7? All in Artspira. 7, yes.
Okay, that's perfect. And the best news is we have time to do that now. So I love that. But I got a sneak peek at what you had there. And I thought, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see these. And I think I have time because we got a couple weeks left. So yeah, we're ready for spring. We're ready for spring big time.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think everybody's a little tired of what's the weather, how the weather's been.
Yeah. Well, yesterday was snow and today it's sunny. So I'm going to go with whatever, but I love the Easter project. So I told everyone they need their ScanNCut and the Artspira app. Anything else special?
No, it's just that these are the projects that are built in Artspira, and some of them are in Canvas, but of course they all have their little specialty things like stick-on pearls or stick-on sequins, or one of them actually has where you use the pen holder and you write something. It's a card, so it writes something on there. So there's a lot of different things, and we'll talk about it. And I'll show you a couple things, but that's it.
Sounds good. Well, I'll let you take it away. I'll keep an eye on the comments and let you know if anything comes up.
All right. Well, I'll switch cameras here.
All right. And while she's switching, in case you guys popped in late, I just dropped in a survey. Artspira wants to know what licensed products you might like on there. So it's right here. I dropped it in the YouTube and Facebook pages. And be sure to click on that. You can pick it all, I guess. I don't know if you have to pick one. I'll go check it out before she's on here. So, all right. Oh, great to meet you too, Linda. Super great. All right, Cathy, I got you covered. I'm going to bring you up.
Okay. All right. So first I'll show you some of the projects. I did 7 of them. And we have, now this is just a little holder here. It's supposed to be a cupcake, but I didn't get any cupcakes made. So I just put some M&Ms in there and then put the little guy in there. Can you see that?
Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
So I did 3 of them, and they're just really easy to do. Now my problem is, like I was telling Angela earlier, there is a lot of gluing, and it's been a long time, long time. But I remember in kindergarten, I think I didn't pass gluing, so my gluing isn't always the best. And then
I'm dying laughing. I didn't pass gluing. I don't know if I took that subject, but
but anyway, and they also used glitter pens, glitter glue pens, and you were supposed to write a name. Well, that was a total disaster for me, so I just put a dot in there. So this is a glitter glue pen, and there is 3 of those in different colors. So I did 3 of those. And these, I just love these. I did 2 of these. These are little birdies. And so you just,
those are cute.
And you curl the tail and you flip out these little things on the wings. And I just think they're precious. So I did the little birdies. And this is just, now this is, if you make one of these, let me just turn this off. If you make
look
one
at
of these,
that.
make sure that you don't use just the yellow because it just doesn't pop. But down here they have the little flowers, and you curl the edges just with your fingernails, and you put a little pearl in there. So it's just kind of fun, just a little fun thing to do. Then I have the birdhouses. So this is a gift box. So you untie and take the top off and put your gift in there. And these are little see-through windows. This is plastic. This is the piece of plastic that you put in there. And before I forget, if you do these, make sure when you buy your sheet of plastic that you take that protective cover off. My poor machine couldn't figure out what in the world was going on because it was having a hard time getting through that little cover. So make sure to take the cover off and don't give your machine a hard time because it just was so confused. Anyway, so I think that you know that this is 2 millimeters. Now the machine will cut 3 millimeters, and it usually cuts 1 millimeter at a time. So I'll do it once, and then I'll come back and do it again. But this poor machine tried to do it 4 times because it couldn't get that bottom film cut. But anyway, so don't give your machine a hard time. Take your film off. But anyway, I just think that's really cute. And then
that is adorable.
These are the little chickens, and I put M&Ms in them. And this is a lot of gluing. With this one I tried the tape gun, and it worked a little bit better, but every once in a while up here, I think this is the one that an M&M, the tape gun it went overboard, so that there's tape up there so an M&M will stick to its mouth.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Caroline says those eyelashes are the bomb. I was thinking the same thing. Are those drawn on or are those glued on? I know you're going to show us, but I have to know. Those are so cute.
Oh, those are all glued on. Everything is glued on.
Oh my gosh. No wonder you failed the glue test. That's tiny. And I just have to tell you, you're going to get a good laugh on this. Somebody just said that they had, Linda said that they had paste in school and the kids tried eating it. So as long as you didn't pass that.
Yeah. So you have the regular piece, and then you have the inside piece, and then you have the feet are separate and the little beak.
Oh, it moves.
Yeah. And then the white for the eye, the black for the eye, the little brown lid, and then the little eyelashes. So I use the tape, but you can see that the tape is you can sort of see where it's at. But that to me was easier than the glue, but neither one are easy for me.
They're so cute, and I can't see tape anywhere.
Well, it's a little shiny. All right, and then the carrots. Now, I've been wanting to try these for a long time, and I finally made them. They've been, so these are little carrots that you take the clothespin off and open it up, and you can fill them up with candy or whatever. So I think these are really cute. So I painted clothespins this morning. So I painted clothespins green. And then you just put it on there. And the design perforates these so that you can fold them along the line and get yourself more like a 3D effect on those.
Oh my gosh. All I'm thinking right now are all those little candy corn pieces of candy that could go in there, and it would be the perfect match.
Yep. It's now see, with this one, I used glue on one, and on the other one I used a tape gun. And I think the little not tape gun, but the little tape dispenser, double-sided tape dispenser, works really well on something like this. And
oh my gosh, these are adorable.
The last one is in a project in the new Artspira magazine. Now all of these that I've showed you are on the free side of it. This is the only one that's on the pay side. And I guess I got it wet there, but anyway. So what it does is the first thing it does is it draws. So you put your pen in there and it draws, and then you're going to cut this out and glue this on. And then this is a piece of, how do you pronounce it? Vellum. So it's kind of see-through. And you put that on the back. Now, if I had used the purple, it would look better, but I used a light green, so you can't see it real well. And then you just use the glue-on rhinestones. So they just come on a sheet, and you just take them off and stick them on. That's cute. So those are the 7 projects.
Oh my word, that's a lot of projects. So for everybody popping in, this is going to be so much fun. Grab your ScanNCut. She's going to show you how to do these projects, all of them in Artspira, and all of them are free except for the last one, which is if you have the paid version. So I'm excited to see these, and these look, I don't know, they look complicated. So I'm really excited to see how you do this.
They aren't. So
they
aren't. Some of these are on Canvas. So sometimes, I mean, I love Artspira, of course, and I love to use the app, but sometimes I like to print out the project pages. And when the ones that were on Canvas, I was able to print out the instructions. So I could go and get those on Canvas. So Canvas Workspace, you can work with Canvas Workspace and Artspira. So I found that to be nice.
And I'll put a link for everyone who doesn't know what Canvas Workspace is, which is a whole nother fun place to be. I'll put a link down below as well. And yes, you can watch this video again. We're live right now though. So when we're not live, you can come back and watch it, the replay. All right, go ahead, Cathy.
This is, so here's Artspira, and I'm sure everybody kind of has a feel for Artspira by now. So right here is the new Artspira, and this is for spring. So I'm just going to click See All, and it's going to show you all the designs they have for spring. Now these are for cutting machines, so you'll see a cutting machine, the sewing machine. So they are for different machines. So you can scroll through there. Here's the bird. So he's for the cutting machine. You'll see a little cutting machine there. And so you can scroll and see what they have for spring. So you can see, and here's the little, they call them Easter chick gift wrapping. I don't understand that, but anyway. And here's the carrots, and then there's the little cupcake decorations. And here's the fabric table ornament, not fabric, table ornament. And then as we scroll along, it has quite a few of them are here in the spring. So I'm going to go back, and here's the Artspira magazine. So this is the newest one. So I'll click on the magazine, and we'll scroll, and this is a design in the magazine, and come down. These are the collection of the month. And as you come down here, this is where I found the card, and I clicked on the card, and then it was a beginner. It says it takes about 30 minutes, but you're gluing, so it took me longer. So you come down here, and it's going to tell you all of the things that you need for it. So you'll know exactly what you need. And so they use the purple. And then it just walks you through it step by step. It tells you where to put your fabric on the, or your paper on the mat. Now, I always, for every one of these projects, I use the low tack mat. And sometimes with the low tack mat, sometimes the corners of your paper, or their cardstock want to curl up or not see just right. So I always get my paper tape, and I always tape my corners down. Or if there's a long edge, I may put a little tape up there. So I use my paper tape quite a bit when I do these kind of projects, because it keeps it nice and flat, and so it doesn't move on you. So here we go. So it says tap the pattern below and send it to your cutting machine. So my cutting machine here is paired with my Artspira. And so I'm going to just tap this, maybe harder. There we go. And here is the card. So I'm going to go to create, and I'm going to go to done. And then I'm going to come here to the cutting machine to send it, to transfer it to my cutting machine. Now here is the cut options. So I am going to come up to here and do as is and go to preview. So now it's going to have the whole piece here. If I go back, I'm going to cancel this. Well, let's just go to cut options here. So if I go back, and here is the layout that it had before, and it says auto layout by area. I'm going to go to preview, and you can see that it has Aster down here, and then the E over here is the other part of it. So I want it to be all in one piece. So that's why when I come to cutting options, I usually come up here. So sometimes you may want it a different, but make sure that you check out these options so it's set up just how you want it. I found as is the best for me. So I'm going to go back to preview here, and I will transfer it to my machine. And it's going to let me know that it's going to transfer it, but if there's anything in there, it's going to override it. So I'm going to say OK, and it says it's transferred. And so I'm going to say OK. And so now I can come up here and go to retrieve data and come here and come to the cloud, because that's how it was sent. And it's retrieving it. Well, maybe. There it is. So you can see that it's in here. So I've got the design sent over there wirelessly. So that's really nice. So I can say OK, and then I can cut it out. Well, first you're going to draw, and then it will cut it out. So I'm going to cancel this, or just say done, and go back. And there we go. So it's going to, then step number 3 is at the cutting machine, touch your folder, and you bring it in. And this is where you're going to use your pen. Now, I have some pens, and I forgot to take them out. Now you get the water-soluble and the drawing pens. Well, you can also buy a set of these little pens that work in this pen holder. And that's what I use to draw with. Now, if you want, you can get an all-purpose pen holder. And those, I have the part numbers. So for the 6 colored pens, it's CAPEN1. And then if you want the universal pen holder, so you can use whatever pen you want, it's CAVNIPHL1. So if you want to get the universal pen holder, you can get that, or you can just order the little pens. And here is the universal pen holder here. And it just puts it in. And then instead of cutting, you're going to draw. So when it does that, it's going to draw this area here. I think there's just so much that this machine can do. It's really a lot of fun. And then you're going to transfer the next design over, and the next one is the cutting design. And so the next design is going to actually cut out the card. So the first one drew this here. The first one drew the line around here, and then the next one cut out the whole card, the chickies and everything. So that's what that one does. And then you're going to put your white down here, and it will cut that piece out. And then you're going to bring over one more design, and that's the vellum back behind. And transfer it, cut it. You've got all your pieces. You start gluing, and that's all there is to it. Oh, at the end, so you glue on here, glue that there. And then at the end is where you just put the little rhinestones on there. And I didn't realize how much the little rhinestones added, but it did really add quite a bit to it and made it real cute. But that's all there is to it. So
that is so simple and so easy to do. Linda says those directions look great. I agree.
Yes, they do. They just walk you right through it. So we'll go back. Go home.
So easy.
Then we can come to, we'll go to projects here. So here's the card again. And we'll just run through some. See, you can see all of these projects that you can do. And so here's these little guys here. So it's the same sort of thing. So here they are. You have a video that you can watch. I don't think you want to watch it now, but the video just takes you through and shows you exactly how to do it. So you can watch your video just to get it in your head what's going on. And you can see here what you need is not a very big list. You need paper and cardstock and glue or double-sided tape. And I tried the double-sided tape with this one. So you can send the chick over, and then you're going to just send over all the pieces. So this is the inside. This is the orange, and you have your little eyebrows, eyelids, the white of your eyes, the pupils, and the little eyelashes. And then after that, it's just cut. Oh, now this has perforations on it. So the perforations has you're able to fold it. So it does a little tiny cut. So you have a perforation here that tells you where to fold. So those folds, so you know where to fold and then where to glue. So all this is 4 steps. So you're going to fold those and then tape or glue the sides and then tape and glue all the little features on. So it's just really easy to do. Now, I do want to show you one thing here. All right, let's go ahead and do this and create and done. And let's look here. Okay, so right here is like I said, this automatically goes here, auto layout by area. So I'm going to go to preview. Now, if you look here, it looks very strange. Do you see? Here's your design. Can you see that? And then if you look up here, you're going to see all these little lines here. Those are your perforations. So if you pick this one, if you just go with this, then the machine's going to cut this out, and then it's going to do all these, and they don't serve any purpose for you. So if you come to your options and you come here and go to preview, you can see that they're all where they belong. Now, if you want to, you can do the other one and then move them to where you want them to be, but I find this a lot easier. So just make sure when you do something like this that has the perforation marks, there's two colors, that you always go to the cut options to make sure that you have the right one picked that you want. Because I didn't. And I wondered what the machine was doing. It was making all these little cuts over here and I couldn't figure it out. And it was because they were separate. They were a different color, so they weren't on my design. So just make sure that that's what you get. Okay. Just make sure you check this out so you can, in preview, to make sure you're getting what you want. All right, I'm going to cancel that. And let's go back. There we go. And so then you have the, you can transfer the next one on over. This is the, all the little pieces here. And you can go to create. And there they are. And then you can go done. And we'll see what happens here with the cutting options. So let's do as is. Well, let's do this one and say preview. And so with this one, I believe you can, when you send it, this one wouldn't be bad because you don't, oh, never mind, you do too. I'm sorry. You do too have some perforations up here. So you do want to do the other one. So let's come to cut options here and make sure that we have this one selected and go to preview, and there you go. So that it has the beak and the little inside of him had perforation marks for your folding. All right, so done and okay. And back and back. So any questions or?
No, everybody says projects are fun. And Linda says the directions look great. So no questions. Does anybody have any questions? Drop them below because this is great. Good tutorial,
right.
Cathy. Oh, I got a question for you. Linda was like, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. Is your paper cardstock or scrapbook paper? Great question.
It's cardstock. I just bought some colored cardstock.
Great.
And yeah, it's not real heavy, but it's, you know, it has a little heft to it. See, I wanted to. Okay. So then up here, I can see what we want to look at next. Let's we'll go ahead and search, and let's search for birds. Okay, so I want to show you this here. So here's the little birdie. I just think they're so cute. So here he is, and you just need the, well, this says thick white paper, so and then colorful pattern paper, so whatever, you know, whatever you think it's going to work. And then string, I just used this little gold cord that I had. Glue, scissors, spatula, the cutting machine, that makes sense. Cutting mat, low tack mat. So it says use your favorite pattern papers to create a whole flock of colorful birds. So then you're going to attach your white paper and your colored paper there. So I'm going to push this and go to create and done. And do you see here? This is the one that I really wanted to show you. So if you look up here, you see how you have your bird, and this little circle is to tie tie this on, and the circle is inside here, so that knot won't come out. That little circle holds it in there. But do you see all these little marks here? All these little U-shaped? Those are actually the cutouts for the wing. And because I had to recut them. I cut this, and it cut all these for me, and I didn't know what was going on. This is the slot to put the wing in. This is for the tail, I believe. And then these are all the little cutouts for the wings, and this is for the perforation to fold the bird down. So I had to recut them because that's not going to work. Having the cuts up here. Now I could move these down here one at a time, but I would rather not do that. So I'm going to come to my options, and I'm going to come up to here and go to preview. And now it's all in one area. But I'm going to transfer this to the machine. Okay, and I'm going to take this down so you can see on here. So I'm going to come to retrieve data, and I'm going to go to, whoops, I'm sorry, that's not where I wanted to go. Let's go home here. Retrieve data, and I want to go to my cloud. Okay, so here this is. Now I cannot move these. I can move them up and I can move them down, but I cannot ungroup them. So they're sort of just grouped there together. So I'm going to move them over just a little bit here and just leave them right there. So when I get my mat, I looked at this, and I have, this one is about 4 spaces, 4 squares, and 5 squares high. So that's what this is, 4 squares, 5 squares high. So I took my paper and I put it on there, and I made sure that it was 4 across and 5 down. Now, I didn't cut it very well, but I think I'll be okay. So you're just going to make sure that you count and just get a feel for where they're going to be, so you have a feeling for how much to put on there. Now, when you go to load your mat, and I'm loading it sideways, so I hope I can get it in there, you want to make sure that it's against here and straight, and then just sort of hold the middle and load your mat. All right, now I want to see if these are on there, so I'm going to push this and start. And there you go. And I don't know if you can see, but they're pretty well right on there. Now, when you're scanning something, sometimes I think maybe they need to come up some. Yes, they do. Okay. Sometimes when you're scanning something, you cannot see the color. So in the wrench here, you have the background's dark or the background's light. So sometimes I could see that better. So make sure that if you can't see your background, that you can change that. And then I can come into edit, and I can push that, and I can see that I am on there just barely, but I'm on there. So I would say okay, and then I would just go ahead and cut it. But I just wanted you to see that you can't take them apart, so you can't put them on top of each other or whatever. It's just going to keep them side by side. So you just need to find out, count your squares, and get that all set up for yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. And I know the screen is a little bit bright. I don't know what that was. The screen's a little bit bright, so if they follow the instructions, they'll be able to follow that along.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, all right, back to you.
All right. But I just wanted you to see that you can't move them, you can't edit them. Now the other ones that are done by color, you can edit, you can move those around. But I don't want to be moving all of those perforation marks and all the little cuts around. So I would rather do this way than the other. So there's pluses and minuses for all of it. All right. So that's one thing that I wanted to show you so that you would be sure to see how that works. All right, so then you just continue on, and you're going to cut them. And there you go. You're going to fold it along those perforated lines and fold it down, and then put your little wings in. I went ahead and made sure that before I put them in, I went ahead and brought all these up a little bit and then glued them down. And then here is that little circle I was telling you about. So you take that little circle and you tie your string around it. And then that keeps it from coming through the hole. So you don't have to worry about having a big knot. This little circle here keeps it right inside of there. So you're going to put it through the hole and bring it up. And then you're going to glue the two pieces together, and it shows you exactly where to glue. So you're going to go from the beak about 2/3 of the way down, and then glue it shut. And there you go, except for the last little touch, and I just think it just makes it so cute. You take your stylus and you curl the tail around it so you get a little curly tail. And that's then you're ready to hang them.
So Cathy, someone mentioned those birds are so cute, and although this is for spring and for Easter, if you did these out of, colors to put on a Christmas tree, something like that.
Oh yeah, like a dove. I think they'd be wonderful. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They really are. I just think they're so cute. And then we'll do let's see. What is the name of that project? Do the
While you're looking, I'll just bring up, hey, Julie, we're still live. Safe travels to your appointment. And Cindy, we have missed you, so we're happy to see you again. Cindy Ball is back, and she loves her brother machines. And Michelle, I saw your question. Is this just an error on Artspira? I'm not sure what you're talking about. So if you want to leave a little more details, I can. You're on Canvas Workspace right now, aren't you, Cathy?
No, I've been on Artspira the whole time.
Oh, Artspira the whole time. Okay.
Yeah. I just let them know that some of the projects are on Canvas because I printed those out. I don't think you can print from here. You probably could. I just don't know how. But
I don't know. I haven't tried it. But it's so good to have just on your tablet right there. It's easy to follow.
Exactly.
And they have videos.
And they always have the videos. That's really nice. And you could share the video. So there we go. So here's the little birdhouses. And for that, you're going to need the cardstock, 3 kinds, the plastic sheet, the 2 millimeter thick plastic sheet to make sure you take the coating off, ribbon, and glue or double stick tape. So it's the same sort of thing. You just send them over. This is the house. And you just create and send that on over. And then here is the roof And I don't think you can see this, but let's so here's the roof, and you can see it has the perforation in it. And this is for the windows, so that's your plastic. And here is the outside heart. So you can see you have the house, this is the roof, and the plastic and the outside heart. And that's all there is to it, one on each side. And then you have the ribbon to tie it together. So this just comes off, and there you go. So you can put your gift inside. So cancel that. But it's all right there. You just need to have your machine hooked up, and you just send it over wirelessly. So then you're going to you glue the plastic on the back, perforate it and fold it in. You thread the ribbon through, and then you're just going to glue that middle part of the ribbon down and fold it up. And then I use the double-sided tape on here and just fold those down. Glue the outside heart on there. A little, so you glue the plastic on the inside and the heart on the outside. And that covers up any glue mess that you make, except I made glue mess on the plastic, so it's a mess. But anyway. And then just put fold the roof, put it on, and tie it on, and that's it. I mean, it's just so simple, and it's just so cute. So that's the birdhouse. And is that about it? Or what else? I guess we hit everything, but maybe the carrots.
And while you're looking for the carrots, I'll have Cathy show those again to you all, especially for those that popped in late. These are the cutest projects, super fast, super easy. You just need your ScanNCut.
So here's the carrots.
Those are so cute.
Same thing is the cardstock, wooden clothespins. Now that was a little different. Paper or hemp cord. I was going to use ribbon, but I did find I had some paper cord, so I used it. Acrylic paint and a brush, unless you want to do it with your fingers. I don't think so, but anyway. So it's the same sort of thing. You just transfer them over. They do have the perforation marks on them. You fold, fold, fold. So when I take this clothespin off, maybe it's probably the paint dried on it. Hold on. Okay. When I take that off, you have this little tab here. You just pull that out, and here is where you can put all your goodies. So these just fold down. You put the tab in here in the slit, and then you just use your clothespin to hold it closed. I just think they're cute.
They're really cute. They would make such a great party favor.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you have the perforation lines on these to make them sort of look 3D, and it's just fun.
Adorable.
Yeah. So your paint, and then you just glue that on, and then you put the ribbon or tape through the clothespin here and tie that on there. It's decoration because you've glued it on, but it gives it a little oomph. It's just fun. And there you go. 6 steps and you're done.
Wow. So simple. Show everyone what those look like again up on the camera.
Okay. All right, so we have the card.
I love that. That looks so expensive.
I just think it's just so cute. So I have the card, and we have the birdhouse, which is a fun thing that the top comes off and you can put things inside, and they can see inside, so they kind of know what they're getting. With the birds, I have the 2 of them here.
Those are adorable.
Carrots.
You need a big box of candy to go in these.
Exactly. And then these little guys, these are kind of fun. I was going to make some muffins, but I didn't get it done. I got 3 of these.
I can think of a couple candies or chocolates that would be fit perfect in there.
Yeah. I was thinking if I had a big gumdrop in the center, I could stick it in the gumdrop.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, you just it has the whole bunny head, and then you glue the inside ears on it, then the toothpick, and then this on the outside. And then you're supposed to use your glitter pen to make a decoration. Well, I just made a dot, but anyway. And then these are you just put them together back here. So just put this tab in the slit and then glue the little bow on the front. I mean, they're just so simple, so cute.
So simple. Hey, Kathy, quick question for you. Elsa wants to know, is the carrot cut out of 1 cardstock paper? Was it cut out of 2?
1.
I think it was 1, and then the green was a separate piece, but otherwise it was all 1 piece. How easy is that?
Yes.
Hold it up a little.
Yeah. No. And then I don't know if I talked about this one, but it's the same sort of thing. So it's just, and then it had the separate little flowers, and you just curl the little edges, and then it has the pearl on the inside.
So adorable.
I think that would have been cute out of a pink or something. I don't know. The white's okay, but I think I'd rather have something else. I don't know. So
I'm still with Caroline. The eyelashes on those little peeps or whatever those are called are so cute.
Yes, they are. But here's the little chicks.
The little chicks.
The little chicks, or whatever they are. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so much
cute.
fun.
Yes.
Well, this was a lot of really good inspiration. We are live, so if you have questions, drop them in the chat. We'll answer them now, or even if you're watching the replay, you can drop them in too. But Kathy, these are super, super cute. While you're coming back to us, I'm going to drop in. I already dropped in the poll that we're taking for Artspira that Brother wants to know. Which licensed designs would you like to see in the future? And I'm just going to show you. It's a super easy poll. Let me bring it up for you. I think it's right here. Let me just find it here. It's in one of these. Here it is. Here it is. So this is all it is. I dropped in the link for you. Just go on here and pick which ones you want. I don't know if you can pick more than one. Oh, you can. You can pick as many as you want. Or if there's somebody's embroidery designs you want to see in here, drop in the name or the licensing item. They're looking for that. That means, you know what that means? There's going to be some new fabulous stuff coming in.
That's exciting. Exciting.
I know. Caroline says she loves the eyelashes. I'm with you, Caroline.
They really do.
Super easy, super fun, very inspirational. So you did so many projects there. How long did it take? Like a couple days to do? An afternoon?
Yesterday.
That's perfect. Because
I did most of them. I looked and I kind of got my stuff together so I could just work on them. So I did most of the cutting, And then I did some gluing this morning, but I did most of the cutting yesterday. So I cut them and I put them in Ziploc bags, or put them in a baggie and put it to the side. And so I'd have it, and then I could go back and glue it. So I didn't have to go from one step to another. I could just I did all the cutting, and then all the gluing and the finishing up and all the little sparkles and stuff.
So you could have your entire house ready for spring. If you're having an Easter party, if you're just having a spring party, if you're having just any party, that was a lot of fun stuff. So Mary Lou says she has her favorites. So which one was your favorite? I would love to know. I can't make up my mind. I'm thinking the little chicks were really my favorite. I just love those eyelashes.
Yeah, and I don't know why I did 3 of these and 2 of that. I have no clue why I did that. But anyway.
Now you're going to have to go fill it up with, what did you said you're going to go make muffins. Cindy, I don't have any information on that for you. Sorry about that. All right. And I dropped in the link for the Artspira licensing survey. And this is a lot of fun. So this will get you started. And then on Thursday, we have a live show, part 4 of the quilt sew along. Cathy, I don't know if you've caught any of this, but Wendy Chow has had the cutest quilt along. And she has taught such fun techniques, making things fast and easy. So
she is amazing. She really is very amazing.
She is. And that's our show on Thursday. And then you're going to be back here shortly. So we're going to see you again in a week or so.
I think the 8th, I believe.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you're going to be showing something fabulously new on the Artspira, if I remember correctly.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Not Artspira.
Oh, Avenir. I'm thinking Artspira. Yeah. You're like, no. On the Avenir.
Yeah. Yeah. I just I've been working on something with it, and I just think it's an excellent feature, and I just am excited to show it.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So leave your comments, even if you're watching the replay. Brother Social tries to answer those, and I think
just browse through those projects. There's things there that you would never think about. I mean, they're just precious, all those projects. They're just a lot of things, and it's not really difficult. It really is. Some of them can be a little more than others, but some of them are just so cute and easy to do.
So let us know if you pass the glue test. And as one of the girls said earlier, don't eat it.
I just need to find the right glue that likes me. I mean, all the glue that I found so far doesn't like me. So I need to find a glue that I can deal with.
We're going to have a glue test. Oh, well, Cathy, thank you so much. This has been such a great show. Making sure there aren't any last minute questions. Everyone's saying thank you. Thank you. I know, all super cute. And don't forget, if you do these, you want to make sure you use #BrotherSews, #BrotherScanNCut, any of those, so they can see what you're working on. They always love to see what you're working on. All right, well, then I guess I'll end it with, what about the Disney designs that are built in the Avenir? Cathy, I will see you in a couple weeks. The rest of you, I will see you on Thursday. Happy sewing.
All right. Bye-bye.